I'm finding my vibe in this magical place, in frequency fluidity.
Hello and welcome to a bonus episode of Frequency Fluidity with Jessie and
Kylie Wyote.
and today we're doing questions with Kyle, not questions with kiddos because Kyle is full grown. But he watched me do the other videos and he felt the need to participate in this. And so here we are. Would you like to go first or would you like me to go first?
You can go first if you want.
Okay, so I don't know. Well, I guess these would apply to you because you're currently in college. So
Some of them.
some of okay. The school's about to start. Describe your perfect classroom.
I don't know about classroom, but I guess my ideal setting is a professor that engages me and who's enthusiastic about what they teach.
Okay.
I hate having a professor, especially in college, because a lot of them have tenure.
Yes.
But a professor who just isn't like obviously passionate about what they teach. So if I have a professor like that, I drop the class almost immediately and I just get somebody else.
When I was in college, I am not a huge history buff, but I had a history teacher who was really, really engaging.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a class that I really enjoyed because he kept me engaged and interested.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. Your turn.
All right. Let's pull it up here. All right, let's start with a quick one. What started your obsession with frogs?
Okay. So when I first became a teacher,
Okay.
and I went into the teacher store and I looked around and I said, what do I want my classroom to be?
Was this at Tuesday morning?
No, it was at Lakeshore, I think, the one over by Sam Moon.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, oh, the monkeys are cute. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. And then I saw the frogs.
Okay.
And I was like, well, the frogs are adorable. They're not
Sure.
just cute. They're adorable.
Sure.
And so it kind of progressed from there. And then when you're a teacher and kids see that you're into anything, they bring you that thing. And
Yeah.
so a lot of my froggies that are in my office have been gifted to me from
I remember,
students.
yeah, you got a lot of gifts and stuff like that.
I still have a frog figurine made in 2012 from one of my students that I have in my office. He made it himself. It was really cool.
Okay.
My turn. And this is what my 27-year-old wanted to pass back and forth. The HEB buddy. Here, let me show you.
It's important to participate. Shout out to HEB if y'all want to sponsor this video or any other videos in the future.
Okay. All right. Second question. What is one goal that you have for the upcoming year? It can be personal, academic. It can be just a goal. What's something you want to accomplish?
Weight loss. Yeah, I've made a lot of like progression in other aspects of my life, like academically speaking and even like hobby wise, and I'm making all these great strides, but my weight continues to pose a problem in multiple aspects of my life.
So what plan do you have in order to make that goal happen?
I'm trying to make water like a more prominent thing. So I just bought like a gallon water thing that I can carry around with me.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to it has like little markers on it. So my idea is that I can finish one of those by the end of the day.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do that. And then there's a gym on campus for free for all students that I still have yet to go to. And it's not far at all. And so if I could utilize that, if I can just get down there, that's the hardest part.
If you can just get
But
down there.
I do go down there sometimes. The esports lab is also it's a recreation center, so
Okay.
It's not just a gym. So the esports arena, what they call it, where I go to play games,
Mm-hmm.
it's also in the same building. So I pass the gym on the way to the esports place. So I'm gonna try to do like a double kind of thing where maybe I
Okay.
show up early, go do that, and then do like the esports afterwards, or vice versa, or something like. Because I'm already there.
Because you're already there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And start out that way.
Okay.
So
Just like with the children, I would love to see how that goal pans out in a year.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what kind of progress you can make on that plan.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Your turn.
Yep.
Oh, here. Well, let me pass it because he was looking for. Oh. Here, $27.
Let's see here. Okay. Here's an interesting one. If someone could wave a wand and let you chase any career you wanted, however impractical it seemed, and gave you the ability to learn anything you would need to chase that career, what would it be? And if it isn't what you do now, what changed or stopped you from chasing that?
So I would love to be an artist.
Okay. Like a painter?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's not a natural skill I have. Like it's a skill that I would need to learn more about technique, different styles. I would love to study some classical artists and things like that. So what really prevented me is it's not practical.
It's sure.
It's not a practical way. And honestly, it wasn't something I was quite as passionate about when I was younger.
Okay.
It's something that I've become more passionate about as I've gotten older and found my creativity.
Did you ever think about maybe minoring in it, like when you were going to college?
No. Just because I had you guys to raise, and again, it's not practical. It wasn't practical. So the second part of your question was about what I do now.
No, you basically answered. The second part was, if it isn't what you do now, what stopped you from doing that? Which you basically answered. Yeah, the practicality. Yeah.
Education provided me a way to take care of you guys, be with you when you were off of school, do something that I'm passionate about, because reading I am passionate about, and passing along to the next generation is something that at this point, even then when I first started, I feel like it's an important thing to pass on to the next generation. Okay. Would you rather control the weather or control time?
Time. Easy.
Why?
I mean, if we're talking about just against weather, controlling the weather is lame. I mean, we already live in a place that has pretty bipolar weather. I'm pretty used to that, so controlling it wouldn't really make that much of a difference because I'm conditioned to how it is now.
Okay.
So, and controlling time has a lot more benefits. If we're talking about time travel, I guess, what do you mean by control time? Let's get into that.
Oh, you want clarification?
I want specifics.
You want specifics?
Yeah, I do.
For example, if your class starts at 10 a.m. and you wake up at 9:58, you could freeze time.
Okay.
To be able to get there.
So this is like a click situation.
Yes, like a click situation.
Okay. So, yeah, I would still choose that.
Okay.
I would still choose that.
Okay.
Not as quite as fun as Hot Tub Time Machine or something like that.
Hot Tub Time Machine is a good movie.
But, yeah, having click abilities would still be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I could get in extra hours.
But then you would fast forward through things too. Remember, he fast forwarded through a whole bunch of events, so you'd have to really come up with a good plan.
Yeah.
So you don't screw it up.
Yeah, there'd be ways to get through it.
Yeah, okay.
I think so.
Girls.
Okay, here's a fun one.
Okay.
Tell me about one of your favorite memories with Grandma that really highlights some of the more silly parts of her personality that don't naturally show.
She took me to my first concert when I was 10.
I know about that. I know about that one.
That was a little unexpected.
Yeah.
And a little cool.
Yeah.
These children are killing me, man.
Yeah.
She dressed me up as a hobo one year for Halloween.
What?
Even with like dirt on my face and stuff.
Really?
Which, when you think about Gma, totally
No.
is right.
She's so sanitary.
I know. I had the little bandana on. I had dirt on my face. Again, Dad has said that you can't be on camera. So now I'm going to have to edit that part out. So, do you want to hear a funny story?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I have a scar that I call my stubborn scar.
Okay.
Because one time, Mom and I went to a store or something, and I wanted something, and I didn't get it. And so then we went back to the car, and she wanted me to get into the car. And I was like this in front of the car. And I was like, I'm not going to get in the car. And then I stomped my foot.
Okay.
And the license plate on the front of the car was sticking out a little bit.
Oh.
And my knee hit right on that license plate.
Nice.
And then I stopped and I went in the car. And then Mom was like, what happened? And I was like, nothing. And she's like, there's blood coming down your leg.
Oh.
What happened?
Okay.
License plate. She was like,
Well, I'm glad
that was like a stubborn scar to me.
I'm glad she was worried about your bleeding leg and not the license plate. That's what I originally thought she was asking. So that's good.
She was fun.
Yeah.
She was fun, but I was fun too. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I was a little bit of a challenging child.
Mm-hmm.
Possible. Okay. If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest?
Rooster.
Why?
They're assholes.
They are assholes.
They strut up in your face and they go like this. They always seem like they're, and they walk in front of you. They've even got like chicken crossings, which I guess they're not the same thing, but they're kind of the same breed, so they're related. They're like distant cousins.
I've been chased by a chicken on my teacher partner's property, and there's video of it. So I can agree with you about chickens and roosters.
Yeah.
They're pretty rude.
They wake you up in the morning.
They do.
They have no consideration.
None.
For you sleeping in.
It's true.
And they go, I know some people, they have chickens like they have dogs. Like they're just like in the house, like clucking around,
Mm-hmm.
They just hop up in the bed
mm-hmm.
and they just right in front of your ear, like the loud screech. I would literally have dinner that night if that happened to me.
Would you?
I would.
I would love to see you actually follow through on that, because I don't think you could.
What? Prepare a chicken from like an actual chicken?
Uh-huh. You'd have to.
I'd have to look up a video.
You'd have to unalive it first.
I could do that.
Okay.
For a chicken, I could.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to do like a dog or a cat.
Okay.
Or something I actually cared about.
Yeah.
Chickens, they're, I could justify it. They're kind of annoying. I mean, do we really need them here? I don't know. That's why we eat chicken, right? Probably.
No, we're not gonna go into deep. No. Nope. Okay. So
You have to cut his head off, right?
Oh, Jesus.
With a cleaver. That's what. Remember the movie 2012? Hey, they did it there.
I'm gonna need for you to edit that.
Okay.
Okay. What animal would be the most polite and why?
Polite.
Yeah, polite.
It's a good question.
I know. That's why I wrote it down. What are they watching?
Tron Legacy. So, I guess if I had to think about like just over politeness, surprisingly, elephants would probably be my answer. I was gonna say dogs, but there are some asshole dogs out there. But I don't think I've ever seen a video of an elephant being mean.
I have.
Or like rude to a human. Like they're just living their life. You know
I've
what I mean?
seen them chase people down, but a lot of times I think it's because they're in their territory and they're
Oh, really?
like they feel like they're trying to protect their young.
Maybe I haven't seen those videos, and that's why. I guess the common answer would probably be dogs. Dogs are cool.
You don't have to be common. You can be rare.
Well, I mean, but I don't have enough research, I guess.
You don't have enough
elephants.
empirical data.
The videos I've seen on elephants, okay, are people or elephants coming up to humans and rubbing their little trunk against them and embracing them. There's like a group of elephants, and they're so cute.
You should probably do a little bit further research, but I will say that generally what I have seen is that when elephants become aggressive, it's generally directly related to human activity.
Okay.
Like I don't know if I've seen one like in the wild go
Yeah.
after somebody like just randomly, but I could be wrong.
Maybe like, what about like fish? Fish are cool.
Fish.
Fish are chill.
Okay. You think they're polite?
Like baby fish. They're just kind of swimming around doing their thing.
They're baby fish like?
I've never heard an aggressive or negative interaction with like a goldfish or somebody telling me that they had a bad day because their goldfish did something to them. It's like they're not even big enough to do that. Doesn't necessarily mean they're polite, but we can't understand fish, so I guess that kind of takes that aspect away. They're just living their life. They're just swimming around. They're enjoying the reef and things like that. Koi fish are pretty cool. I would get a koi fish if I could.
Koi fish are cool. They look very cool.
Yeah. Have you ever looked at the price of koi fish?
It's crazy.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
To get a koi fish, like even a baby koi fish, you have to get like a big tank for them because they occupy a lot of space.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My turn. Okay. After almost 20 years in the education industry, what do you think changed, for better or worse, that made you start to think about other career choices / avenues?
Several things. Several things. Lack of accountability for student behaviors.
Are you talking about in the industry as a whole, or you specifically?
I think in the industry as a whole.
Okay.
I really have done a lot of talking with educators, research on these things, because I'm an online educator now, right? But I was in the classroom for 18 years. I was in brick and mortar for 18 years. And by the time I got out, what I was seeing were behaviors that were not being addressed, parents who didn't want to take accountability, blaming the teacher for things,
A lot of that.
not believing the teacher when something is said, which is not something that happened at the beginning of my career. Like, I feel like maybe respect went down for educators, and then COVID was
like the final nail in the coffin.
It provided a window where students either learned how to progress on their own with guidance, or they stayed stagnant and they didn't progress. And then when they came back to school in person, it was really difficult to get them back into that mode
because of the whole online format.
And now we have a literacy crisis in America. And that
and the education system before COVID was already like one of the lowest ranking countries, despite us being a first world country compared to like other countries.
What I have noticed is lack of problem solving skills, lack of communication skills, lack of teamwork skills, lack of effort, and lack of accountability. And those things have compounded and made teaching very difficult, because it's very difficult to address the needs of all of your students, especially when you're over capacity and there are behavioral issues and there's no backup. I will say that in the school that I worked in, the last school that I worked in, and I worked there for 8 years, my admin was wonderful, and I felt backed up, and I felt respected, and I felt like I was a professional, and they backed me up. I can say that that is not the case in every school.
Sure.
And so your admin it makes all the difference if you have admin who will back you up. And that's important. And that's a part that's kind of missing right now.
Sure.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. So I want you to think about the future. And I want you to think about one specific day in the future that you would like to go to, a specific event or a day in your life. What day would it be and why? Is that Tron still in the background? What? What?
A day that I would travel to would be, it wouldn't be a specific day, but it would just be a day that I would feel at peace.
Yeah.
That would be a day for me.
Yeah.
What that would look like would be me in my career. It would look like me with my mental health in check. It would look like me with my physical health in check. It would look like me with a partner, someone that I can share memories with growing up with a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know when that day comes, but
it sounds like a beautiful day.
Yeah,
sounds like a beautiful day.
And I want to be at a place where I can reflect, and I can look back on these times and see them as a past and not a present.
I get that completely. I absolutely get that. Yeah, that's a really good answer. I like that a lot. Your turn.
Okay. In the house that I grew up in, that you raised us in, we grew up with many different influences.
We did.
We had, at one point, 12 people living in a one-story house with 4 rooms.
13
people, excuse me. We had religion. We had non-religion. We had lesbian. We had straight. We had moms and stepmoms. We had a lot going on under a single household, and we had a lot of exposure to a lot of different things. What do you think that those qualities have produced or allowed the people who grew up in that house to present now that we're older and as adults?
I think the one big thing that it provided for all of you guys was open-mindedness. You weren't closed off to different types of thinking.
Sure.
You were willing to look around and gain experience from other people. And I think that was really beneficial, just being open-minded. It opened my mind too, because I was provided with different ways of looking at things that I wasn't aware of. And I think we all learned in that household. Like, we learned a lot from each other. And I think that was a benefit. And I think we also learned how to compromise. We learned how to prioritize the household instead of one individual need. And so I think those were some really important skills that you guys learned. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I agree with what you said. I think that with so many different kinds of people around us, following so many different personality aspects, I think that we had a lot of diversity. And I think that one thing wasn't dominated over the other because it was a shared space and that would have just caused tension. So the ability for everyone to kind of express themselves the way that they felt was true to them without being suppressed by anyone in that house was honestly a godsend, really, for as many people as we had and as many different aspects that we had in that house. So that's always something that I think about and that I always try to implement in my life with my kid, informing her and educating her about different options, but not pushing one option over the other.
Yeah, I love that. I tried to do that.
Yeah.
To let you guys, to not put you in a box,
Mm-hmm.
to let you determine what you wanted your path to be and how you were going to get there, with as much guidance as help as I could, to help you get there. And so, all right, we're going to pause for a moment because I think you're probably going to need to edit this part out. So let's just pause for 1 second. I don't want to stop the video, but we're going to cut this part out in just a moment. Okay, let's try to finish this up. Okay. Did you just ask a question? Okay. Bonus question.
Run it.
What do you think is the worst topping on pizza?
Yeah, pineapple.
Yeah, pineapple.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Okay, your bonus question.
Pineapple doesn't deserve to be on pizza. It's just not natural, I don't think.
It's not natural.
Growing up and basically nurturing 6 children, so to speak, you observed a lot of different mishaps.
I did.
In our youth and in our childhood. And one could say that you perhaps took a more liberal approach than most people would as a parent back then.
I would agree.
With that choice in mind, would you kindly provide a memory of something that I did back then that just, would highlight those choices and those preferences? Because I don't remember some things, and you seem to remember things that I don't remember. And
I remember a lot of things.
You remember enough, I think. And it would just be interesting to hear from your perspective some of the things that we were getting up to back then. A fun story.
I don't have a story about you specifically because you guys were all packed together most of the time.
Okay.
But I would. You probably don't remember this, but do you remember when we drove to Kansas and broke down in Oklahoma?
On the side of the road in the green minivan?
Yeah.
Is that when you
peed on the side of the road? Yeah.
I don't remember necessarily. I do remember all of us packed in the minivan, but that could have been for a number of things that we did because we were all packed in the minivan
all the time. So what happened was we were caravanning to Kansas.
Okay.
And I had the minivan with all 6 kids, and we were ready to go. And they were still packing up, and they were taking forever. Okay. But we were ready to go, and we wanted to get on that road. And so your grown mom decided to go ahead and get on the road with no caravan in a minivan with 6 kids, and then broke down in Oklahoma.
Right.
So I'm on the side of the road with 6 children, and I have to pee. I have to pee really, 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 really bad. And so I did on the side of the road, and an 18-wheeler passed by as it was happening. I got a really long honk, which was cool, and my bare ass was hanging out, which was not cool. So, and then when the other adults showed up, they were in a Mustang. So we had to load all of us into a Mustang. We had to have somebody come from Kansas to get the rest of us, to come drive to Kansas to get the rest of us.
Oh, wow.
Because we couldn't all fit in the Mustang.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do.
But I remember the Mustang.
You know what I learned from that experience? Don't drive to Kansas without the caravan. Wait. It's worth it. That was what I learned. And also, try to go on the other side where they can't see you when you have to pee as much. Yeah. Yeah. But you were fun. I remember, excuse me, back when you were in diapers.
Okay.
Aya would give you Dr. Pepper so that you would do the diaper dance, which was where you put your hands on your knees and you shook your little diaper booty. And she would give you Dr. Pepper.
Really?
And I would be like, what are you doing? You're giving my kid Dr. Pepper. And she was like, he did the diaper dance.
The diaper dance.
The diaper dance.
Okay.
So then when Austin was born, I was like, oh, guess whose child is getting Dr. Pepper?
Right.
Yeah.
We should talk about Aya in another video. She was a fun influence.
I mean,
There's a lot of stories.
I have a lot of stories about her. I am planning on doing a video about our family and the power of compromise. That's the name of the video. So I am going to go a little bit more in depth in another video.
Next time we go to Kansas, we should do that.
That'd be great.
Talk to Holly and Kim. And
I talked to Kim and asked her about it, and she was like, well, I want to hear what your take on it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so we'll see. Okay. Thank you for badgering me into getting you to participate in questions.
Sure.
And until next time, always remember that you have the ability to heal. You have the courage to be brave and the ability to heal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.